getting cured perfect. So let's get into just rating this stuff. For smell, taste, density, and just overall bag appeal, I rate this Pure Kush from the High Desert Dispensary in LaPine, Oregon at a 3.3 out of 5. And here's why. The trichome coverage is in definitely the top 15% of any weed that I've ever seen in person. So it beats out a ton of pot. The density is perfect for smoking. Any more dense and you'd have to have a grinder. I mean, it'd be required to smoke it. It has a purple color, and some people simply love the purple color. I mean, purple just means everything to tons of people. Rappers sing about it. Now, the smell is super thick and super rich. The calyx is super swollen. The bag appeal is pretty good. A solid 3.3 out of 5. It does seem to have lost just like a little bit of its luster from super fresh that super fresh pot has. But if you understand the curing process and how the super low relative humidity in Central Oregon can just mess pot up and just dry it out and turn it to powder, this stuff is really good. Great storage at the High Desert Dispensary down in LaPine. The looks, I mean, you can tell it's just a little aged, but if you understand curing, it's not a problem. Now, for recreational effects on this flower, it is the definition of a couch lock stone, and it only takes one bowl to do it. I've taken 3 rips. I feel like I smoked a blunt. It's super duper true to the Kush roots. You become relaxed in the mind and the body just like instantly as soon as you take a hit. And some of that also has to do with the curing process. The THC of this weed is only 18%. I've smoked weed that's 29%. It doesn't get you this high. The curing of it was awesome. Now, it's gonna relax your body and mind. It's gonna increase your appetite a bunch as well. It makes you super sleepy or drowsy because you become so relaxed. It's the Kush high that all rappers are rapping about, and it's right here in our backyard. It's a 20-minute drive away. 4.4 out of 5 for recreational effects. Remember, got no chronic, go get some of this. For medicinal effects, it does quite a few things, and it does them really well. If you can't sleep, or if you suffer from insomnia, you won't after a bowl of this, and definitely not after 2 bowls. It relaxes your mind, so it helps with anxiety and depression. And if your mind's relieved, it's going to help relieve your stress. If your pain comes from a bunch of tension, it's going to relax your muscles. So that in turn is going to relieve your pain. So it relieves pain. And last but not least, it will relieve nausea, which is going to give you an appetite and help you keep your food down. So for medical effects, it scores a 4.4 out of 5. It really is a must-have in your medicinal kit on the indica side. It does a ton of things really good, and it tastes good doing it. So, now, for Mr. Chronic's personal opinion, how much did I like it? Will I buy it again? Do I want it in my daily routine? The answer to all of these questions are a resounding yes. I loved it. I love the smell, the look, the flavor, and all of its effects. It's like a Kush on steroids. This stuff is super awesome. I'll buy more on my way home. I mean, it gets you so sedated that you almost feel like you took a narcotic, like a Vicodin or something, or a Soma, a muscle relaxer. It is very relaxing. I'll buy more on my way home. On my way home today. Um, I want to have it available for me tonight when I want to go to bed, and every night after that. And I want to have it if I worked a super hard day. It's gonna help relieve the muscle spasms. Um, I think everybody would like it after a long day at the lake, or if you're sitting there camping and it's time to go to bed. You're sitting around the campfire. This is the smoke for you. Um, it's worth a short drive from Bend to LaPine to pick up this flower that I'm gonna give a personal opinion rating and score of a 4.7 out of 5. And that, my friends, is the highest I've ever given any concentrate, any flower, any edible, anything. Um, Mr. Chronic likes this shit, and it's indica. What do you know? Um, so, with the total score of 16.8 out of 20, it is some amazing pot. It is the second highest score I have ever given, only beat out by the incredible bulk by that old ass hippie that I was talking about. So, I'm Mr. Chronic. This is some pure Kush from the High Desert Dispensary in Bend. And remember, got no chronic, get some.